Well, that was certainly a lot of drama to start off the day. What you saw there was our lovely Louise Stewart having quite the argument with her husband, James. Unfortunately, Louise and James have been growing apart for quite some time, and moving here to Ledesia, to their brand new, beautiful home, it just didn't make things go better. In fact, it made things go worse. Much, much worse. So much worse that Louise just kind of kicked Louise just kind of kicked James out of the house. Though, admittedly, James had been planning to leave his wife and child for quite some time. Even though James is 10 years older than Louise, he's just, he's a little bit lazier, kind of a couch potato, doesn't really have as much drive as his, architect of a wife does. She's into design. I mean, she designed this house. It's actually a really nice house, quite proud of it, turned out really pretty. Totally trying some new things here. And they moved into the expensive part of the Ledesia neighborhood, meaning the part that is next to the Eureka family. Way down there. Whoops. Let's scooch up here. There we go. So yeah, they just moved into Ledesia, and on the same day that they moved in, James just took all his stuff that was already packed and moved right back out. And he kind of left Louise and left Hannah, their daughter. Hi, little cutie pie. It says Nana. I promise you. That should be Hannah. I will fix her name later. But yeah, so that's really sad. But James, he's kind of an artistic, flighty type. He's not as driven as his young wife has come to be. He really, she thought that his passion in comics would decrease as time went on, but actually James has gotten really into comics, to the point where he quit his job so that he could pursue his dream of becoming a webcomic artist. Though, to do that you might actually have to draw something now and then, which is something he hadn't quite gotten around to in quite some time. So it's not surprising that their marriage finally fell apart. She just couldn't find herself attracted to him anymore. He just couldn't bother to do anything anymore. And he had commitment issues, kind of wanted to get away from the family. And so he did. Left his wife and Hannah. They would have been in dire straits because she spent all their money building the house, so that would have been horrible. But luckily, in a great turn of luck, she was able to have a roommate move in. This is the roommate, Felicity Tweed. Felicity is quite the sweet gal. She came here to Ledesia with the intention of opening up a clothing shop. But you kind of have to have a place to stay, and she thinks that it's a great idea to stay here as a roommate, paying a little bit of the marginal rent and whatnot for such a beautiful home to stay in. And, she's kind of into kids, so it helps. She likes to take care of Hannah, likes to just kind of hang out with everybody. So that worked out really, really well for both of them. And a little FYI, both of these Sims are viewer-submitted Sims. And the reason they have such a complex backstory and they have become roommates, and actually, our lovely Felicity here, she moved here to Ledesia so that she could have the dream of opening a clothing shop. She managed to catch the eye of Eureka and get permission to move in and open up her shop, get a permit for her shop, because she has been so much into sustainable clothing, and she also has designed some of the most durable clothing for extreme weather. It is now her clothing, designed as a graduate project in college, that is used when people go doing really dramatic things, like going into the deep depths of the ocean, or going on top of a frickin' mountain where it's freezing cold. She has also used some of that knowledge to help start designs on clothing that you would theoretically use in space. As far as she knows, it's all theoretical. Haha, Felicity, what you don't know about this town. Meanwhile, we have our lovely architect Louise here. She was hired as kind of a city planner, just to help with the more mundane but vitally important things about laying out the utilities in Ledesia, making sure that everybody has all the pipes connect correctly, which if you've ever played SimCity, you know that's not as easy as it could be. So that's why our lovely Louise was here. But she also has a passion for clothes. In fact, on the side, a little side business she's always kind of carried on, she designs clothes. She designs a lot of really elegant clothes, whereas over here, Felicity designs more kind of like your knits because she loves knitting. So their styles are totally different. But the two have decided to go in together on making a clothing shop, and they're going to be partners, which is going to be awesome. So basically, Felicity is going to run it full-time as the manager. Louise is going to design and occasionally go in as also a manager. It's going to be fun because whatever sim ends up like selling the clothes to the customer, then that'll reflect whatever clothes that the townie ends up wearing. And we need a clothing shop because look at this. Look at this. We have a gorgeous face. Brown hair, pale blue-gray eyes, and then this outfit. I mean, Bridget Garcia, really? A fireman's hat? A skull outfit? Like a little skull shirt? Pink pants? And sandals? I mean, come on. Okay, I'm gonna snap a picture for prosperity. Just so we know. This is why Ledesia needs a proper clothing store. So the ladies are going to work on that. They don't have that much money. It's going to be kind of a challenge. I'm not going to cheat in any money, any funds. They're just going to have to deal with whatever they've got. Do you hear that? Do you hear that, Felicity? So actually, we're going to let Felicity come over here. Call... Nope. Real estate. Purchase community lot. So they're going to get started. Felicity will take care of that kind of stuff kind of full time. While Louise works as an architect and also works over at the business. So they'll run it together. It's really fun. But like I was saying, they were both viewer submitted sims because I talked about in a recent behind the scenes for Eureka how we needed a clothing shop. And within 20 minutes of each other, 2 people emailed me with sims. And I was like, these people both really want a clothing shop here in Ledesia. What am I going to do about this? Because there's 2 sims, 2 people, and only 1 clothing shop that I kind of wanted to open. I debated opening 2, and then once I read through both of their backstories, there we go, we're gonna purchase it. Alright, I decided, hey, you know what? Why not? Let's roll with this. Let's make this happen. And so we're gonna make this happen. We just bought the clothing shop, and I'm going to let them play. I'm gonna let people come, the welcome wagon come, greet everybody. Oh hey, there's Willie Lai again. Jeez, that man is all over the place. Go ahead and have her greet him. But you know, we're gonna let them kind of get settled in today, and then the behind the scenes in just a little bit I will be doing their clothing store, and then we'll try it out and see how it goes. But geez, what a backstory to start with already. Thank you very much to both the people who submitted sims to me, because this is going to be just so much fun. Oh, and I love it. Felicity is so cute. Alright, any comments on Willie? Any thoughts? Argue? Don't argue. I was warned that Felicity likes to pick fights, so maybe she won't make the best roommate and co-owner of a business. Oh no, she wants to be friends too, though. Felicity, we're gonna teach you how to do this right. Let's start with a nice normal joke, okay? Willie? Jeez, every time I greet him, whenever he visits the sim, he's always talking stuff. So we'll have to see if these 2 get along as roommates. I didn't even think about that. The drama if they start fighting. Also, while they own a business. Man, can you imagine if they started a fight in the middle of like trying to sell stuff to their customers? Things going okay? Oh, good. They're talking. Also, we have a baby. We gotta remember that there's a baby involved. Little Hannah, she's quite the cutie pie. Just a wee little toddler. So yet another toddler. There's a ton of toddlers. That's great. We have a good balance of ages going on here. Right now she has the computer whiz and green thumb traits. So we're going to have to keep an eye on her and see how that goes. See if that works out for her. Let's see. Let's scoot you. Let's scoot things around a little bit for you, huh, baby? There we go. Now she should be able to play more. So far she seems to be doing pretty good. Is your mom fighting? Nope. They seem to be getting along. Poor Willie looks like he wants to leave. He chased that poor woman all the way off the lot. Do you two want to go out for milkshakes? I imagine Louise may not make some of the best decisions since she just split up with her husband. They officially broke up, had a divorce. It was quite dramatic. Alright, 1 second. There, that's what we wanted. In fact, I know you guys are probably gonna think this is silly, but ha, there. Now it looks like a total stone column when the walls are down. Alright, they're talking about the cooking, and the visitors have arrived. This is what I wanted. So we've got a couple members of the Eureka clan and the ever-popular Kalea Alchemist. We have not stopped over at the Alchemist family yet, but Kalea is getting all over the place. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Greet everyone. And let's see how this goes down. We'll just let them kind of handle things from here. Louise, things going good? Play catch with an old man? Evander, I'm glad to see that your chest elbow has kind of lightened up. Oh wow! Apparently Felicity here knows how to make sushi. Alright, things are going good over here. How's the baby? Doing good. She needs a potty, I just realized. For when it is time for such things as potty training. It's going to be interesting to see who pays more attention to her mom or Felicity, because I think Felicity is really into little kids. She really likes them. Let's see, what should we give you, huh? What should we give you to play with? Well, let's give you a xylophone. And let's give you... Let's see. I like spoiling the kids. Let's give you a bunny head to talk to. And then let's give you... Let's see, yeah. A high chair to eat from. And a potty to use. There, now she's set up. Jeez, he's an art critic apparently. He just came in here to like criticize the art. Alright, Willie. I'm gonna use my magical spy powers of Ledesia to spy on you. He's a knowledge sim, wants to get fit, wants to call somebody over. Let's see. Jeez, everybody at Kalea is like this town's attractor right now. Though he does have some bolts with Kendra and Song, who we just met. Let's see, active, sloppy, likes nature, interesting. Formal wear, art. So he likes creative people, but not people with glasses. Senator, jeez. Maybe that explains why you're so cranky pants sometimes. Alright. I'm going to put down art critic, because he's over here like criticizing. Maybe that's why he's always talking with people too, if he's in the politics career. That's why he's always coming over and then not talking to the Sims who live here. Meanwhile, Felicity's being pretty cool. She's just whipping up some sushi. I really think that she's kind of like the bohemian, slightly hippie, you know, the girl who likes to watch some cute shows and the indie music sort of stuff. And then we have more like your hardline sort of woman right here. I mean, look at the first thing she did. Evander Eureka is arguably one of the most influential figures here in Ledesia. Oh, and that reminds me, I should tell you their stats. Louise is a bookworm who's a snob, schmoozer, hydrophobic, and eco-friendly. Oh my gosh. Babette. This is why I love townies, because then somebody walks by who totally like hits that random button. Babette. Look at you. You're better dressed than most people. We're gonna greet you too. But yeah, one of the first people Louise tries to talk to is Evander, and I think that is that snob and schmoozer trait kind of colliding together that makes her go, oh, I'm gonna start talking to one of the richest, most influential people who are even here. Oh, what's going on? She's being admired. Oh, I think you two will be good friends. Like a snob and somebody who likes to schmooze. You're on good tracks, Babette. And meanwhile, Felicity is more kind of laid back. She's a technology lover, angler, night owl, a snob as well in her own way. I think she's a different kind of snob. Not like the elite money snob, but more like she likes people to be real in quotation marks. And a virtuoso, so she likes singing. And she likes fishing at night. We might have her do that sometime. Also, it's interesting, her favorite hobby is knitting, but she's also a technology snob. But yeah, I love it. I love it, you guys. These are viewer-submitted Sims. Always welcome. And I was very excited to have them in, and it was just so funny how two people wanted somebody to run the clothing shop at the same time. So I hope I came up with a good way to blend that together, because that, for me, is where a huge part— oh my goodness! Look at that! I run my own business, and we could really use a smart sim like you on our team, Louise. How would you like to start working in the dance career as a sim jazzerciser instructor for me right now? This is a great opportunity, and this is not an entry-level job. You know what? Let's just take it for now. Because holy moly, like, a sim jazzerciser instructor. Well, we're gonna have to lose it. I just took it for the heck of it, but actually we're gonna have to lose it, because the reason all sims who come here to Ledesia kind of come here with assigned tasks. It's just the nature of such a tightly monitored, tightly run community. So that was cool, but it wasn't a very— I thought it was a higher up the level career than it actually is. So we're going to switch her to architecture. Cement mixing, yuck. So she's a cement mixer now, and she has to kind of climb her way up. I think that we'll give her a slight boost, because if she was invited, we'll give you a level 4 boost, which is huge. Head of construction company. Okay, maybe we'll take that down a notch. I don't usually like cheating, and the reason that I choose, yeah, foreman, we'll leave it at foreman. And then you just kind of have to interpret this. She's not actually on the construction team. I say that she's like behind the paperwork that tells the construction team what to do. But yeah, the reason that I do allow cheats when it comes to careers is because these sims usually have to petition to move here to Ledesia, which means they need to come up with a specific reason why they would be of value to such a closed community. You can't be of value to a closed community if— look at everybody get along in here. If, like, you didn't really come here for a specific job, so. Look, I think Felicity is really kind of the like, main star of the show. I think that maybe Louise kind of puts people off a little bit, but we'll just have to see how things go. And I think it's interesting how Valerie is here, because Valerie is very sweet. Just, you know, she's always throwing food around for her family and throwing family dinners, so I think it's cool how she kind of extends her reach to talk to other people too. That was cool. So Felicity made dinner, and everybody gets up and leaves the table as soon as Louise sits down. Whoops! Also, we need to get these ladies a dishwasher and a sink. That's actually why I did that. This little thing right here. Well! By the way, Louise, see, I feel like maybe she's kind of having a hard time accepting the fact that she got a divorce from her husband, like, today. So I can see how maybe her conversation material wouldn't be entirely appropriate. Hopefully the other married women at the table will be able to help out with that. Or not. Alright, what's going on over here, huh? Oh, doing some sports? What are we doing? We're playing catch. So now Babette. Oh, Butterflies is playing catch with Felicity. How's the baby? Napping! Oh, I love these toddler mats. Thank you so much. I believe it was Jossie for reminding me to download them again. They'd been in my game for so long, you just forget to re-download some of those things. Alright, things are going good. People are chit-chatting. Sushi's being eaten. Hey, Valerie! Valerie! You want to clean this stuff up for me? Yes? No? Oh, see, Valerie's willing to talk woohoo. And games. I guess making woohoo playful, huh? Oh, Evander! That was rude! He is getting to be such an old man, farting and doing silly pranks like that. Oh, but... And Kalea is so upset! Oh my gosh, she's like crying! That's so sad. Louise is cleaning up the house. She designed the house so I can see how she'd be very proud of it. Oh, do you have a crush? Oh, she has a little bit of voltage. Little bit of voltage. I'll remember that. And Valerie and Willie are talking woohoo. Ah, such is the way of things. Such is life. So yeah, it seems like the ladies are settling in pretty well, but they are definitely a little more opposite than I expected. So, oh, there's no, you know what, why not? Let's just have a party. Hi, Wind Blossom. Welcome. welcome to the crew. With a name like Wind Blossom, I can see how you and Felicity would probably, because that's exactly the kind of stuff that Felicity would be into. The hippie bohemian stuff. That's what I'm saying. How's things going over here? Some serious talks about the environment. Ease up, Louise. I feel like we need a massage parlor so she can go and just like get a good massage. Not be so tense. Yeah, she has to recover from her recent divorce. So sad. So sad. Alright, yeah, let's just leave the crew. See what they do. Everyone's laughing at their art. Louise is frantically cleaning up. Kalea, leave the baby alone. Who's heart farting? Valerie, really? Valerie! Valerie! No, no, no! You are a married woman! Oh, we're gonna have to hope that this is just a lapse in your judgment. You've been married to Newton for like 3.5 real life years. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness gracious! Anyone gonna react to this? I mean, your father-in-law is here. My goodness. I don't know about that. Babette, break this up! Break this up, Babette! Come in and rescue this! Uh-oh. Wow, both of those people did not take being admired very well. I'm so sorry, Kalea. Nope! Intercept! Oh crap, and there's Evander. Everyone's blocking him, thank goodness. I don't think he'd like it if he saw his daughter-in-law flirting with another guy. He thinks something was up though. Valerie, sit down and cool thy head. Goodness. That just wouldn't have ended well. Let's see. Alright, I think that poor Louise is probably feeling a little bit overwhelmed to have so many people in her house. And these people are being absolutely silly. So we're just gonna go ahead and kick everybody out of the house and let this poor woman get a little bit of downtime to contemplate how things just didn't work out. And, you know, to go and just think about where she wants to carry on from here. But we definitely had some interesting relationships start up there. Oh dear, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Alright guys, next time we'll go by and we will set up their shop so that the girls can start selling some beautiful clothes, even though the designs are going to be completely opposite from one another. And there is yet another fascinating, interesting episode here in Ledesia. Valerie, Eureka, I am watching you. For shame, ma'am. For shame. You better have 3 bolts with that wheelie dude, and that's why you were so silly. Yeah, I think Evander's concerned. I think he thought he saw something. Oh dear. But yep, as usual, adventures in Ledesia. I can hardly keep up with them. It's amazing. And we will see you guys here next time when we have some more. Alright everybody. I'll see you later, and stay curious!